Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today, and today we have a good video. Today we're talking about Michael Burry, and he's calling for another market crash. He said this is going to be the biggest crash ever. This is going to be worse than 2008, worse than 1929, whatever crash there is. He's saying it's going to be the worst, and let's get into it and why he thinks this, guys. If you don't know who Michael Burry is, you're living under a rock. Remember, The Big Short, Michael Burry called that 2007-2008 market crash of the house clash, or the house collapse. So that's who he is. He was in Cyan Capital, and he bet against all the mortgage-backed securities, and he won that huge bet, making millions, billions of dollars. So that's who Michael Burry is, and that's why everyone listens to him for what he says, because they believe him. Like, he called that crash was pretty amazing. So is he gonna be right again? Do you guys believe in what he's saying? Is he just talking? Is he just kind of like late to the party? What is it? Let's get into it. So we're gonna read the first tweet. People always ask me, what is going on in the markets? It's simple. The greatest speculative bubble of all times in all things, by 2 orders of magnitude. So guys, man, he is literally calling. There was a lot of tweets from Michael Burry, but you go on Twitter, Michael Burry deleted all his tweets. He was tweeting so much about what was happening. He was telling it was going to be the worst crash. He was saying cryptocurrency is going to fall so hard because a lot of it is backed by a lot of debt. And that's what he was saying. So Michael Burry is very negative on what's happening in the market today. So I want to know, what side are you on? Are you on Michael Burry's side, that you think everything's going to go like to hell? Or are you on the positive side, that like this can continue going? So I have 2 articles kind of summing it up. And then at the end of the video, I want to know, what are you guys doing? I'm going to tell you what I'm doing about whatever is going on in the market. So let's get into it. So in this first article, talks about how these signs of the margin debt and everything going on is actually a bullish sign. It's not a bearish sign. So we got to remember what Michael Burry, he bet against Tesla. He's kind of betting against cryptocurrency. He's betting against inflation. So we understand what Michael Burry's view is on the inflation, on interest rates, on cryptocurrencies, on Tesla, on the market in general. So we know what kind of view he has. But in this article, it's talking about this is not over. This is actually a bullish sign right now. So investors are taking a record amounts of debt to buy stocks, and it's a bullish sign for the market. So investors are taking on a record amount of debt to buy stocks, and it's a bullish sign for the market, according to Bank of America. The new January high in margin debt confirms the new high for the S&P 500. And the margin debt has more room to run higher relative to the market cap of the S&P 500. So he's saying this is not even the beginning of the margin debt. You're saying there's more margin debt to be had in this market, which is kind of crazy because we're already at the all-time highs. And so he's saying the January high of margin debt represented only a 2.55% as a percentage of market cap for the S&P 500, well below prior peaks of 2.9%, 2.90% to 3.07%. So he's just saying that the margin debt right now is not even at its highest peak compared to previous years when there's stuff going on, when there's crashes. So he's saying there's still a lot of room to run for this margin debt factor that Michael Burry is calling for the crash and why it's going to crash. If you believe in that theory, tell me what you guys think. And then on the opposite side, we have market leverage at an all-time high. Big numbers continue to showing up in the U.S. economic data, partly due to the low levels of economic activity a year ago, partly caused by the reopening, partly caused by generosity of Uncle Sam. So we have all of this going on right now. We have Uncle Sam giving people money, right? People are not going to their jobs, or they don't want to work because why would you work, right? So companies are finding it hard to get jobs. We got lumber prices that were soaring, so commodity prices are soaring, and then it like kind of crashed again. So lumber prices went down through the roof. So we have all this crazy action happen, and then Even the Federal Reserve came out and said that they're not going to raise interest rates until 2023, and people are scared of it, guys. So there's so much stuff happening right now in the markets, creating a lot of like people going, don't know where to go. Should we go here? Should we do this? Should we do that? So, market valuation. Bob Farrell was the chief stock market analyst of Merrill Lynch, where he worked from the late 1940s to the early 1990s. He is famous for his 10 rules for investors, which are still revered today and often quoted as they appear to still be relevant. Here are some we think should be heeded today. Access in one direction will lead to the opposite access in the other direction. There are no new eras. Excesses are never permanent. The public buys the most at the top and the least at the bottom. When all experts and forecasts agree, something else is going to happen. So you can kind of see these rules kind of fulfilling right now. Like, when people love to buy at the top and they least likely to buy at the bottom. And that's what you're seeing. There's more household debt than ever because people are buying at the top. So 2020 household debt growth. Can Chinese households serve these debts? So look what happened, China and United States. And this growth has been astonishing. Like, growth of debt has been going crazy. So we see household debt increasing. More people, more households are buying stock because they see all these bullish signs. And that's not even including all the crypto and all the people buying crypto and all the debt people are using to buy crypto. So we have to understand that too. So this is what I want to know. Number 9, I like this quote. When all the experts forecast agree, something else is going to happen. So what way do you think people are viewing the market right now? Is it more bullish or more bearish? I feel like all the value investors but I feel like we're few and like far in between that we're all bearish on what the market's gonna do. So my view is skewed because all the people I talk about is kind of bearish on the market, but I think the masses are still very, very, very bullish. So when people are very bullish, probably the opposite of that is gonna happen, in my view. So guys, what do you think about everything that's happening right now in the market? What way are you on? Are you on Michael Burry's side? Are you on the opposite side that you think stuff is going to continue to go up and you don't have to worry even though all the economy stuff is happening? So what I'm doing right now, guys, I'm still not focused on what is happening right now or in inflation, interest rates. I am focused on buying very good, sound businesses. And I told you I had another video just to put on my channel that I think we're in a market crash for the Chinese companies. So every Chinese company dropped down 40%, 35%. We're literally in a market crash for that sector. So I put my money where my mouth is and bought those companies that I know are going to be strong compounders for the long run. JD is undervalued. Baba is undervalued. PDD undervalued. They're all undervalued. So I think there's a market crash for all these Chinese companies. So guys, tell me what you think. How do you view this? How are you preparing yourself? So guys, if you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel. Get back to you in the next video. Peace.